Hi and welcome to another Let's Draw tutorial. Well, actually we're not going to be drawing this time. We'll be adding a glowing text on an awesome photo I found on unsplash.com. In the description below, I've added a link to the photo, a very simple colour palette and a text stamp in case for whatever reason you don't have the font available in Procreate. So please download those. The canvas size will actually be the size of the photo. I'll explain how to send it over to Procreate in just a moment. And when you're ready, let's begin. Once you've downloaded and saved the image over to your camera roll, we're going to want to send that over to Procreate, and we can do that by tapping on this icon here. You'll see this box pop up and we want to choose Procreate, and then that will be busy sending it over. And once that's gone, we can close our camera roll down and head over to Procreate app. And it will import outside of any folder that you've created. So if you might need to scroll up to the top, and then you should find it as the first image. If we tap on it, go to our layers, you'll see that layer 1 is our photo. Let's tap the plus sign for a new layer. Our color palette is literally just this one color here, this pink. Let's go over to our brush set, and I've made a stamp with the text just in case you don't have the font in Procreate. The font is actually called American Typewriter. Let's just set our size to 50%, and then we can tap anywhere on our canvas. Go over to our arrow tool. Let's just actually minimize our canvas just a little bit by pinching with 2 fingers. And with uniform and snapping turned on, we're just going to drag it down just a little bit and pop it in the vertical center. You'll see that orange line running down the middle, and then tap when you're done. Let's go over to our layers. We are going to duplicate this layer by sliding to the left and duplicate. The top one, we're going to go over to our magic wand tool, hue, saturation and brightness, and increase the brightness to max so that it becomes white, and then tap the magic wand tool when you're done. Let's go back to our layers. We're going to go to the pink layer 2, head over to our magic wand tool and go to bloom. We're going to slide our pencil from left to right until we get to 100%. And we're going to increase our burn, let's say to 90%. And then we can increase our size to around 36%. And then you can tap when you're done. Let's go back to our layers, and we are going to swipe to the left and duplicate that pink one. The top one, we're going to change that blending mode to add. And then we're just going to reduce the opacity down to say 45%. We are then going to select all of our text layer and group, and we're going to just minimize it by tapping that arrow. We are then going to slide to the left and duplicate it. The bottom one, we're going to tap on it and flatten. Let's head over to our arrow tool. And with uniform and snapping turned on, we're going to flip vertical. Let's then drag that down into the water, and you should see those 3 blue lines to show that you are aligned with the top text. Then tap when you're done. Let's head over back to our layers, and we are going to reduce the opacity by tapping on the end to 80%. Let's go over to our magic wand tool. Go to motion blur, and then we're going to pop in a 20% motion blur and tap when you're done. Let's go back to our magic wand tool and go to liquefy. I've got my settings set to push, the pressure set to max, distortion and momentum to none. I've got the size at 15%, and then with our pencil we're just going to gently swipe from left to right just to add a bit of movement onto our text in the water. And then let's bring that up to 20%, and we can do the same with this one here. And then tap when you are done. Let's go over to our layers, and let's select layer 1, slide to the left and duplicate it. The top one, we're going to change that blending mode to, let's say, color burn. And then we're just going to lower that opacity, let's say to 34%. And that will bring in some nice shadows onto our image. And if I tap the checkbox, you can see the difference. So it looks a little bit more kind of moody and the shadows look pretty cool. And that's our tutorial complete for today. It was a nice, simple and quick and easy one to do. I hope you had fun with it. I'd love to see your finished artwork over on Instagram. I'll leave the link to my IG in the description below. So please come and tag me in over there. And until the next time, stay safe. See you soon.